wall. Hey guys, so for today's video I'm going to be doing another hairline video. I'm going to be trying out the L'Oreal Paris. These are the vivid colours, I think. This used to be like, I think they've rebranded this, so it's a dye that they've had out previously, but they've just like updated the packaging, I think. So I got this in the shade Bright Red. It's 8.624. Let's open it up. So you get the colouring gel in it, you get the developer cream, the conditioner, and some gloves, and the instructions. I did get two, so I'm going to try and just use one, but if I need another one, then I have another one, because I usually make the mistake of just buying one and then having to like sparsely put it over my hair. My hair's a little on the greasy side today as well, so I'm hoping it'll stick. So obviously we take the colouring gel and put it in the developer cream. Give that a good shake. I'm going to split my hair into like two, I think. That's what I usually do, to be honest. I'm not too fussy with the way I do it. Sorry if the extractor fan is making like loads of noise as well. It never turns off. It does look fancy. I have no rhyme or reason to this, I literally just slap it on. That's the way I've always done it, and the way I'm always gonna do it. Wednesday, let's open the window, shall we? I don't know how this is gonna turn out, obviously, because my hair in person, it isn't what it looks like on camera, but it's still fairly dark. But usually I put on darker reds than that and they show up, so that's a pretty bright red, so I'm hoping, oh, that's strong. I'm hoping it shows up quite a bit redder than it usually does. But this is what I tend to do. I tend to, oh god, I pulled out my hair. I tend to dye my hair red, get bored of it, and then do it back brown. And I mean, it always shows up red. It's not usually the brightest red in the world, but we'll see how this one goes, shall we? Okay, so I've done the whole bottom layer. I've got like half a bottle left, so hopefully it might cover the rest. I doubt it, but we can try. My roots are coming through really light as well, and like semi-grey, so I think the roots are going to be like a lot brighter than the rest, but never mind. One thing I will say, this is probably one of the strongest dyes I've ever used. Make sure you do loads of windows open. I'm only in my bathroom, I've only got one window open. Oh, I just realised I can see on top of the box it used to be Colorista, is what the dye used to be called, and then they rebranded it as a preference one. I think preference is a range with L'Oreal anyway. They've just named it Vivid Colours, I think. Right, I've worked all that through. Sorry, my ring light's gone off as well, and I'm like crying. I've worked all that through, so I'm just going to slap it on top of my head. And luckily, I only needed one bottle, so I've got another one. So if I haven't missed any bits, which I probably have, then I've got another. Right, so I've got all that on my head. Then I'm going to take my Old Faithful co-op bag. And I'll just... slap it on and tuck it up. So I'm going to go get all the red dye off me. I'm going to let it process. It takes, so it needs to be on for half an hour, which isn't too bad really. So I'm going to have a bath, put it on for half an hour, wash it off, and then I'll probably be back tomorrow to show you the colour, because it's currently nighttime in the UK, and obviously it's not going to show up very well in the dark, so I'll show you in the morning when it's, because there's red everywhere, when it's light outside. One thing I will say is that it's literally, like I've said, the strongest dye I've ever used. That was quite an unpleasant experience, to be honest with you. So if you do use it, make sure you're like really well ventilated, because I was like coughing my guts up halfway, like the majority of the way through that. But yeah, we'll let that process. I'm gonna go wipe all this off my face before it stains. Bye. So, just a tiny update. I've washed it off. I knew my roots would go bright, but I did not think they'd go this bright. this is probably going to be an issue. Oh god, that's so bad. Fuck. I'm gonna blow dry it now and see how bad it actually is. Like, I don't know, it is red, but oh god. See how bad it actually is. I might have to order a darker red and do the roots again. Shit. I'm gonna blow dry it and then I'll take it from there, I suppose. I'm an idiot. It doesn't usually go wrong anymore. I'm grown. I thought I'd learnt my lessons. Obviously not. Okay, so it's not as bad as what I thought it would be. It's still not great. They are still pretty red. But sorry, I'm filming on my phone, so the quality is just shocking. So you can't really tell, but it does blend in okay. I mean, we'll do the full assessment in the morning, in the daylight, but can you even see? Right guys, so I'm actually in my living room right now instead, because Baba is asleep, and I know if I traipse him upstairs he'll wake up and then we won't be able to do this. So you can actually see the colour quite well here. I think it's because the sun is like beaming in through the door. So this is the colour that the hair dye did, the preference one. So it really is a beautiful red. It's great, but the roots are just ridiculously bright. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a fan of that. So, I'm either going to be really pissed off if I ruin this, or it's going to turn out fantastically. We'll see. I'll show you what I got, shall I? So, sorry about my background, as that's a bit of a mess in this place. Just ignore it. We got some gloves. We're going to be fancy. Because I figured I dye my hair all the time. I use the crap gloves out of the box. They're not really good. And then I got the Old Faithful. I've used this before in the past when I was younger, and they've always been very good and very bright. So if anything, I think it should make it brighter than what this is. I got the Riche or Riche, I never actually knew how you pronounce it. The directions, it's semi-permanent colour. These last up 10 to 12 washes, I think, something like that. I found personally, they wash out every single time you get in the shower and wash hair, which is the only annoying thing. I just make sure I get on the floor, close, well not on the floor, like in the bath, like as close to the bath as I can get when I wash my hair, so that it doesn't like spray everywhere. Because I made that mistake before when I lived with my mum. I dyed her bath mat red, I dyed her shower curtain red, and my god, she ripped me a new asshole. So we won't be doing that. But I've got 2 of those. I'm gonna just try and use one, then I've got one for another time. The shade I got was Rubine. This is like a deep reddy, almost like purpley maroon-ish colour. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna try and not make this video too long. So I'm gonna go and put the t-shirt on that I was wearing before, because it has red dye all over it and I don't want to be like staining multiple stuff red. So we're gonna go put that on, then we're gonna crack this on. And luckily I've got laminate down here, so if I drop any, then it's not as bad. Okay, so I've put back on the old t-shirt. I've also washed my hair with a shampoo as well. It does say you need to do that before you put it on. I've put the old t-shirt back on. I've got to say as well, sorry if you can hear the telly. I have to leave the telly on so that he can, so there's like noise, because if I just start randomly talking, he's gonna be like, oh, and wake up. So we're gonna try and bash this out as quickly as we can. Sorry, I've set my camera up here as well, and the sun is like setting, so it's like, well, 3:30 or whatever, 4 o'clock. So it's like going right through the door and into my face. Right, okay, so let's open her up. It comes all sealed. I got these off Amazon as well, if anyone cares. I'll pop the link down below for you. Anything that I need in a rush, I just get off Amazon. So obviously I did this hair yesterday and I was like, I don't really want to go out with roots this bright. So off to Amazon I go to get my next day delivery. This is a beautiful colour, like look at that. Can you all see? Stunning, stunning. Just gonna try and use this one tub. Here, when you have to work with your hair after you've just shampooed it, 'cause it's like so squeaky and horrible, and it doesn't want to do what you want it to do. I didn't actually say, did I? Probably seem like a terrible mother. This stuff doesn't smell at all. Obviously if it was a regular hair dye, like when I did it last time, I had my partner watch the paper when I went and did it, but this stuff smells of nothing, no scent whatsoever. and it's like, it's nice to work through the hair. It's almost like a conditioner with colour in. It probably is that, to be fair. So it works through quite nicely. Obviously, like I said, I did really like that other colour, but I think it was also just a little bit too red for me. I don't know what I was thinking really. Like, I haven't had a red that colour since I was like 17. The reds I usually go for now are a deeper sort of, more like a winter berry type colour, do you know what I mean? I think I forgot to say as well, the dyes were, I think for the two of them it's £9.98 or something, and the gloves were like £5.98 I think, but you get 100 pairs of the gloves. You can get cheaper ones like the blue ones and stuff, like the healthcare nitro sort of jobbies, but I wanted some snazzy black ones, you know. I was gonna get pink and then I was like, no, let's get black. Oh shit, it's on my wall. Shit. Oh, it was going too well. Okay, it's coming off. I mean, not very well, but it's coming off. My roots might still be a bit brighter, but at least they'll be like a nice, deeper sort of berry colour as opposed to that bright garish red. Right guys, put this on the old headeroonie like we do. I think I found my new hair dyeing spot, to be honest. It's a lot easier doing it in here, as long as you don't get on the walls. And get the old co-op bag in. Excellent. And then I'm gonna go obviously get all this purple off me, pinky, bready purple, whatever. Got a tiny bit left in the bottom. I was gonna use the end of it, but it was really quite saturated by that point, so I'll just save that for next time. I might be able to get 2 uses out of the last bit I've got. Got to leave this on for 15 minutes, then we'll go wash it off and see what it looks like.
The chickens.
Go Wolves. What? You're a cheerleader, and by saying go Wolves, I'm initiating a conversation about something that interests you.
So to quickly finish this video off, I guess, you can't actually see the hair in this light. It's really sort of drab outside. I did pop a clip in before this though of it in front of like real bright light yesterday. So that's what it would be like when you're outside. And it's really quite bright and nice. It's more of like a purpley red. It's darker than what the red was previously, but still like has a brightness to it. It's nice. So I've got the baby as well because he's crying. You probably can't see it in this light at all. It's a bit miserable outside today, but it's a nice sort of deep red with like some shininess to it when I'm outside, which I like. I'm happy with. The last clip, like I said, is more what it's like in real life. This is not a good representation. But yes, I thought I would finish that off for you. A bit of a random video, 2 hair dyes in one, but I mean, then you can pick if you want to use either one, I guess. I don't know. Sorry to excuse me, I'm in my PJs as well. Just slapped my makeup on, brushed my hair, not curled it. Well, I curled it the other day and it sort of stayed in, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. And we're gonna film a little haul, aren't we? Because we've bought more shit. Sorry, I have got the baby here, so I'm not talking to myself like a nutter. Yeah, so I need to actually get changed and put something more presentable on and then finish, film that haul. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling because I'm just gonna ramble for days. I hope you guys liked the video. I'm sorry it was a bit of like a all over the place one, but we persevered and I'm gonna upload it. Enjoy. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye. I've just sat down to film my haul video and the lighting's actually a little better over here. You can see it a bit better here. So, and the contrast against my t-shirt, hoodie. So it's a really sort of nice burgundy deep red and I'm here for it. Can you see? Gorgeous. Love it. I love it. And the roots are still a bit brighter than the ends, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it was. I forgot to mention. So yeah. Okay, bye now.